You know, this worked pretty good the last time I did this, so let me try it again. Come here, get a little closer. You see, I really have something that I'd like to tell you. But I don't want the rest of the world to know. If you get offended easily by what people say, the problem is not with the people who say it. The problem is with you. I have friends, believe it or not, I have friends. And those friends, I don't say, hey, that black guy over there. I talk to my friend. I'm not going to mention him by name, but I talk to him as if he's a normal human being. I don't care that he's black. I don't care that he's taller than me. I don't care that he could probably kick my ass. None of that stuff matters. He and I have great conversations. I have many friends that are black. I have a son-in-law and a daughter-in-law that are black. And I have no problem with them. I have a son-in-law who I would call a redneck. I don't have a problem with him. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. But some people think he's stupid just because he talks different. That's their problem. That's not my son-in-law's problem. My son-in-law is an awesome dude. One of the best guys I know on this planet. And that's saying a lot. I don't understand why it is that y'all can't just let it go. Why do you sweat the small stuff? Why do you worry about what Joe Schmuckatelli said to that other guy down the road? Why do you worry about that? I personally do not understand it. You know, everything, if you want to twist it and you want to change things up and you want to change the meaning of things, like the government is trying to change the word of recession. We're in a recession, but the government is trying to tell you we're not. Well, the next step is a stagflation and then a depression. So the more they deny it, the more we're going to be in it. It's like the farmer who steps in a big pile of shit and then says, oh, fertilizer. It's not a bad thing. Changes the definition, but it's still the same thing. I don't understand why people have to get their feelings hurt. People on TikTok, we cannot say certain things on this app or we get turned in and then we get labeled as sharing hate speech. I mean, if you guys get offended by somebody on an app who's talking about something that you don't agree with, just swipe up, dummy. Who gives a rat's ass if you agree with that guy or not? You don't have to engage that person. That's what I'm trying to get at. You don't have to engage with my ideas. If you don't like what I'm saying, there's a swipe button. Just get out of my life. But there's actually people on here who give a rat's ass and are patriots and want to know what people like me are thinking. So don't give me your boo-hoo story about, oh, he hurt my feelings. I'm going to turn him into TikTok and get him removed from the platform. Why don't you just take yourself off of TikTok? Go watch something else. Go watch, another video. Go onto another app. One that deals with people like you where you're not so easily offended. Tell you a real quick story. So, it was my job as the oldest child growing up. It was my job to mow the lawn. Now, my friends were coming over and I wanted to go ride motorcycles with them. But I knew I had to get my chore done. It was Saturday morning. I didn't have school. It was great. So I got up early and I mowed the lawn. Well, what I didn't do was I didn't check the level of the wheels. So after mowing the entire lawn, I looked back and there were steps in the lawn. One side was higher than the other side, and you could see it clearly. My dad came home for lunch that day. Normally didn't do it, but that day he decided to come home for lunch. He pulled in the driveway a little past 11, and he looked at me and he goes, "Come here." As soon as I got over to him, he says, "What the F is wrong with you? Why did you continue to mow the lawn when you clearly were screwing up?" Oh, I got all kinds of butt hurt. I yelled, I screamed, I got mad. He got out of his truck, and all he said very calmly, "Do it again." Mother freaking crapping do. I'd started off just going. My dad just stopped me. He said, "Look, I could whoop your ass if I wanted to. But you are just being ridiculous. You're all upset and offended because I'm pointing out the obvious to you. You're the one who made the mistake. You need to be the one to fix it." Looking back on it today, my dad was 100% correct. I bitched and moaned and bellyached and threw down a big temper tantrum for absolutely no reason. I made the mistake. It was my fault. I was the one who was guilty and got my feelings hurt when he pointed it out to me. So you know what, guys? Why don't you look at yourself before you go with a knee-jerk reaction and start carrying on about how somebody hurt your feelings? We're sorry that somebody hurt your feelings. Get over it. Life sucks. May God bless you personally. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and may God bless these United States.